shared. Thinking about the times we had. I don't know why I do this to myself. A foolish heart is all I have. So forgive me, love. It's a crying shame. It's a crying shame, baby. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. We ain't no more. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. 'Cause our love is gone and our time is over. Crying shame. It's a crying shame, baby. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. We ain't no more. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. 'Cause our love is gone and our time is over. Friends are telling me be strong. They remind me you're no good, but no one can take you away. And now I got to live with this pain. You haven't called. I wonder if I should, 'cause it feels like I'm dying inside. Yes, it feels like I need to know why. It's a crying shame. It's a crying shame, baby. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. We ain't no more. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. 'Cause our love is gone and our time is over. Crying shame. It's a crying shame, baby. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. We ain't no more. Crying shame. It's a crying shame. 'Cause our love is gone and our time is over. Well, it's a crying shame.
Our time isn't over yet. It's just beginning. How are we all doing, everyone? Happy Wednesday. I've tried to keep it a bit festive now that we are approaching the final weeks of 2023. Hope you are all doing good and keeping warm. I'm Myles Dyer, and welcome to Myles Dyer Live, where every week we hang out and talk about all sorts, from the fun, like quizzes, pop culture, music, games, and other times we take it a bit more serious with mental health and well-being, life hacks, world events. And then sometimes we have this weird blend where it's kind of serious but also kind of amusing, and I feel like today could be one of those occurrences. But firstly, I just want to say a massive hello to everyone that's watching live. How are we all doing? Do say hello if you can in the chat. We've got Mojo, Callie Time Cat, good to see moderators here. We've got Kira Cat Lady, good to have you here. We've got Time to Play VR, King, Rolo, the cartoon game cat, Siago Guitarist, good to see you here, buddy. BR, we've got Salvador, David VR, Trek Galaxy, Looper, the underground game cat, Money Team Dream, and good to see that Kiro has been a member for 16 months, which I can actually bring up. So I think that deserves one of these. 16 months. Have we really been doing it for that long? I can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that membership's been going on for 16 months. Thank you so much, Kiro. I've really appreciated your support, and also been a great help with Karina over on our Empathy Arcade Discord. If you're not a part of that, link is in the description. It's just a chill place to hang out, because I know a lot of you want to connect in between these every Wednesday, even though there is a lot of content going on during the week now. But yeah, massive love to you. It doesn't feel that long. It's always one of those things, isn't it? It's like, it doesn't feel that long, but 16 months is quite a long time. I don't know, it's when all you do these 10-year things and that. Fifth being responsible, saying working, we'll watch later. Take care, Myles. Well, hopefully you'll vote along later. Yep. Spooky Yuki says RE4 is the best game ever made on PSVR 2. Prove me wrong. It's a game I want to get back to. Anyone that watched my Let's Play last week, I dived into that world and didn't really find it scary in the slightest. There were like 2 moments that made me jump. It was a bit tense at the start, but I'm hoping that it will change. But I did have an amazing time, and I can't wait to get back to it. But there is so much VR content coming out. I'm pretty sure every evening this week, obviously with exception to today, because I'm doing Myles Dyer live, I'm live streaming a brand new VR game. So that will be the case for the next 3 nights in a row, possibly 4. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's joined the channel because of that. I know a lot have come from PSVR without parole, and I know there's a lot of people that have just joined because they're looking for VR content. I'm having an absolute blast with it, and it's been such a positive year. A lot of people doing their sort of wrap-ups, and that's something I'll definitely do for the channel as we get towards the end of the year, because what we on now, it is Wednesday, December 13th, so we have one show next week. And then we have the final Wednesday of the year, which we have decided in a previous week that we're going to make that a Q&A, but an actual Q&A, which will be a quiz. So we'll do an end-of-year quiz. I better get writing with that. So, yeah, amazing. Only 2 Myles Dyer. I keep looking at my calendar. Is that right? Yeah. We've only got 2 Myles Dyer lives left of the year after this. We've got 3. We got this one first, then we've got 2 more. So that's good. That's good. Fifth says, can't see the chat when I watch later. Might be an Australian thing, not sure. I'm not sure. What all I'd say is, like, if you are on the YouTube app, normally when you go to a live stream afterwards, it will have, like, the actual comments. And then if you swipe across, it will then take you to the live chat. So that's what I would recommend. But yeah, hope you're all doing really, really well. Things have just been so busy for me, as they have always. But for me, it really is about sprinting to this finish line, because as a lot of you know, in February, or at the end of February, March was when I embarked on a mission to live stream every single PlayStation VR 2 game. And I am very, very close to completing it. At the moment, I've got, I think it's 9 games left on the list. And then there's all the new games coming out in the next couple of weeks as well. But it does mean in a couple of weeks I will have fully caught up, and then it means I'll be live streaming VR games maybe once or twice a week, maybe more, depending on what games come out. Whereas at the moment it is literally live stream every day, which I have enjoyed, and it's been a real diverse. It's been a plethora of experiences, and I've been really grateful to have you all join me on that. So yeah. Do hit the like button if you haven't already. Just a nice bit of digital credit. Doesn't cost you anything to do. And you know what else doesn't cost you anything to do? Subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, because then you get notified about all future Myles Dyer lives every Wednesday. But also you get notified about all my Let's Plays as well. And those ping up on your phone just before I go live as well, so you get a bit of a warning, which is always good to see as well. But if you do want to put your hand in your pocket and contribute, less than the price of a coffee a month, then click that join button. You can become a member, and you get those really cool icons next to your name, and also you unlock all of those custom emojis, and there are going to be many, many more to come. Something I did want to get done this year was merchandise, and I was thinking in the lead up to Christmas, but to be honest, I've got a lot of my merch designs ready, but it's going to be a new year thing. The thing is, it's very easy to beat yourself up in life about the things that you haven't done, when actually you should do a checklist of things you want to do, but then when you want to reflect, you need to have a look at the done list. Because what you do is you look down a checklist and you're like, yeah, I've ticked all them off. Look at all this stuff I haven't done still. No, look at the done list. What are the things that you have done? And the change that this channel has gone through this year has been quite remarkable. And I feel quite okay with saying that, because I have felt like I've been working 2 jobs. I work full-time in cybersecurity for a job I love, and we've made some amazing progress there. And then been working, every waking hour apart from that on this YouTube channel. And the fact that you've joined me on the ride has made it worthwhile, because I love having conversations with you. I had a few people, including close friends, asking like, what are you going to do on for what's the topic for this week? And I was like, this is the thing I love about Myles Dyer Live, is we can literally talk about anything. And I think a lot of you like that liberation as well. It just means that, even if we all have particular interests that are similar and overlapped, it means that, we can go in any direction. So a few weeks ago, we were talking about pizza toppings. What are the best pizza toppings? Then we talked about the Israel-Palestine conflict. And then we talked about Trip last week with Nanea, who was an amazing guest on the show, talking about Trip, the VR thing. And you know what? I'm going to get this out of the way, the Dyer discovery. And I appreciate that, Mojo. Thank you very much. Nanea Reeves was an excellent guest. She was the CEO of Trip and had an amazing story. And I'm not going to really say a lot of her background, because I recommend going back and watching the review for the interview from last week. She was incredibly inspiring, and a lot of the feedback I had from you was that you were blown away by the work that she was doing. And for people that perhaps wouldn't normally get involved in that kind of VR experience, it's something that you feel, yeah, I want to support that. And I definitely share that feeling as well after speaking with her. But the thing I discovered was that when I was searching for photos of her for the video thumbnail, and I was typing her name in Google, it was coming up with Nanea Reeves and Keanu Reeves. And I was like, is that just because people just, when they put Reeves, they think Keanu Reeves? And thank you, Callie. Really appreciate that. And then I got a photo sent from their team, a really great photo that I could really punch in close up. And it must have been straight after the show. I was just like, she's really into gaming. She's very empathetic and compassionate. And there was just something playing on my mind. And so I looked up, and she has been an actress in the past, and she's actually related to Keanu Reeves. So as far as I can tell, I haven't asked her. It's not something I was going to ask her. But afterwards, and other people can check online, I believe that she is Keanu Reeves' cousin, which is just like amazing. I just think that's amazing. And for anyone that sort of looks at, a lot of these sort of, not just memes, but quotes of Keanu Reeves, there was a really famous moment on Stephen Colbert's show where Stephen Colbert asked Keanu Reeves, do you know what happens when you die? And Keanu Reeves says, almost without hesitation, people ask, I'm going to mess it up now. He said, do you know what happens after we die? And he says, you leave sadness. The people that love you most feel sad. It was something like that, but he put it way more poetically than I did. But yeah. And thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, all this support and love. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that was an oh my God discovery. Yeah, for sure. We're doing this on all sort of weird orders today. Also, in the background of most shows, we have a puzzle running in the background, and we have a puzzle today. So the link is pinned in the live chat right now, but you can go to bit.ly/ all capitals MDL for Myles Dyer Live 124, because that's the number of the show, puzzle. So bit.ly/ MDL 124 puzzle, all capitals, and this is it. And it's a big puzzle piece here. And what you do is you basically click apart the puzzle. Although it's not letting me do it, I think, because I need to accept my the cookies, which it hasn't let me do yet. But you click on a piece and you click somewhere else and it swaps them round. And the challenge is, can you complete this by the end of the show? And I had a lot of fun creating the thumbnail for this live stream, because I was using ChatGPT. I wanted something that was a bit provocative. I did have to censor some of the stuff on the thumbnail though, because it was pretty gruesome, some of it. But yeah. Siago says, That's incredibly cool. Much cooler than my friend dating James Blunt's cousin when I was a teenager. Apparently, he's very nice, funny too, though. It's all there. It's all there. What else? If you like the music at the intro, lots of great music from Monster Cat. I have it all on Spotify, and I've added 3 tracks, actually, to this playlist today. So if you don't want to do the QR code, just search Myles Dyer live on Spotify. You can like the playlist, and then all the music is there. I listen to this playlist quite a lot, usually when I'm waking up in the morning, getting in the shower, and just need some like feel-good music. It gets me going. Right, and then finally, before we crack on with the main topic of the show that I'm sure you're all looking forward to, I definitely am, we, in terms of how this channel works, every Wednesday is Myles Dyer Live, as you know, this time, every week. I think I've only missed 2 since it started. Even when I'm on vacation or on a work trip, I always make it to these shows. Then on Fridays, I join my buddy Brian Paul over on PSVR without parole. It's always a late one for us in Europe, but it's always a good time every Friday. And then weekends, although this might just change. It does happen at weekends, but it happens on other times as well. I do Let's Plays of VR games, and I know there are people that watch this that aren't into VR, but a lot of you do still find this interesting because you actually see me standing in a virtual world. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's emotional, but the ones that people love most are when they're scary. And tomorrow is going to be another scary one. I believe Five Nights at Freddy's, which I did live stream a week or 2 ago. That was a sort of an upgrade from the PSVR. This is like the sequel. So yeah, not looking forward to it, but I think that's happening tomorrow. But, subscribe to the channel. I always schedule things up. And also, if you follow Empathy Arcade in Discord, there is a Let's Play channel which posts every time I go live. Actually, that's in the live stream one. So you've got that as well. Okay. We always like to take a moment to think about what we're grateful for. Vitamin G. This is a moment every week where we take a moment just to, think about what we're grateful for. You don't have to share this in the chat, but obviously I invite you to. But this is just taking a moment to think about one thing that you're grateful for in life at the moment. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be an experience, it could be any kind of concept. But even if you don't want to share it in the chat, just taking 30 seconds to have a think about what you're grateful for, it can be transformative for your mental health and well-being. It's a good form of self-compassion, even if your gratitude is to someone else, because the fact you're grateful for them is because of an interaction that you've had. So it does, ground you in the present. And for me, I've been missing for weeks and weeks my flotation tank sessions because I've just been so busy. But I had a flotation tank session on Friday, and I was so grateful for that. I am trying to get Michael, who runs the flotation place, to come on the show at some point to talk about it. But you know what else I'm also grateful for? I'm also grateful for King Rolo, the cartoon game cat, who just became a member. Thank you so much. Really grateful. Thank you. Enjoy your little globe next to your name, and also enjoy all the emojis. And I do need to add that penguin one for sure. The Headbite says, take Vit G. It's good for you. It certainly is. And Callie was just saying that I think he missed 3 in total, Moles, although off the top of my head, I only remember the 15th of December, 17th of August. I think there was one this year. Possibly. Rest and sleep, something you could do with more of. I definitely could. My last full day of work is, I'm actually off on Friday and Monday, and then I'm back in work on Tuesday, and then we're done for the year. So that's going to be really good. Ciago says, vitamin G for my managers at work. Been working pretty hard lately and feeling a bit or was that meh? But every now and then they compliment me or thank me, and might be tiny gestures, but they mean a lot. This is the thing, is it doesn't have to be grand. Firstly, small things can mean grand to the person that they're being expressed to, but also small things build up. They build up patterns that in the grand scheme of things can be incredibly powerful and incredibly positive. Mojo, my vitamin G, I am grateful for some serious me time. My parents and sister is away on holiday, so I've got some time to myself, plus I've been ill, so I've had time to rest and slowly get better. Callie Timecat says lots of vitamin G this week. The assessor who has been figuring out my neurodiversity, some awesome colleagues and former colleagues whom I keep in touch with. David VR says, I am grateful to my postman who put a handwritten Christmas card through every door in our street. What, from the postman? That's amazing. I always think about this. I actually saw a video on Instagram. We call them the bin men over here, but the garbage men, do you call them in America? But this elderly gentleman went out with a crate of beer and gave it to the bin men as a Christmas gift, which I might do. I don't know if alcohol. I might get him a tub of chocolate or something. Yeah, I might get him a tub of chocolate. Like, it's been a tough year, and for people like, postmen or bin men, people that do really tough jobs. You can always say, but they get paid to do that. But you can still show gratitude in that way. Lots this year. I love this. Kira Cat Lady says, grateful for my social worker who makes sure I keep on track, drives me places and is in general just an awesome person and a joy to be around. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Lots of love for Mojo. Get well soon. Get well soon. Hype Phase says, I'm grateful for my son to be mature enough to know that seeking professional help for mental health is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. I play that sound and think it does sound a bit patronising, the way, but no, it genuinely is something that's worth applauding. It's such an important thing we need to tell people. Like, showing vulnerability is showing strength. It's an interesting, contradiction when you say it. But it really, really is. Posties have such a tough job. Yeah, I did a round, as I mentioned a while ago, giving flyers to a political party, which I then stopped doing because they were really ungrateful for my help. And just going around my area, I think I delivered 250. I did it during my lunch breaks for a few days, and it really made me appreciate, the sending round. Sorry, I don't like yawning on camera. Okay, right. Thank you, everyone. Lots of great vitamin G there. I'm just having a look at the puzzle. Right, we're going to get on. We're going to get on with the main topic. So today is, what is it called? Absurd trolley problems. Now, this is from neil.fun. Great website. And I've been looking at a lot of websites for fun things on future shows. There's actually a website I found which is I don't know if I can even load this up now. It's called theuselessweb.com, and there's a button, take me to another useless website, and it just takes you to random ones, and maybe that will do that as a show. But useless trolley problems is, I've only known the main one, which we're going to go through in a moment, but this was in part inspired because a few weeks ago, when it was the Q&A of November 2023. And for those that don't know, the last Wednesday of every month, we throw the script out, we just chill, hang out, do a Q&A. We were looking at this page, and we got ChatGPT to... I was showing ChatGPT, you can now have conversations with ChatGPT. And I had a conversation about the trolley problem, but I added a few curveballs in there to see how they would react. And it was hilarious. I am going to edit a YouTube short of it, but I edited a short promo that was on Twitter that you can see. But I'm going to show it now because this is going to set the tone for what we're going to talk about today.
In this scenario, if I had to choose, I'd likely pull the lever. This decision is based on the principle of minimizing harm. By pulling the lever, one less person is harmed, which could be seen as the lesser of two evils. However, It's important to note that such decisions are deeply complex and depend on various moral and ethical considerations. What do your listeners think about this choice?
But I was one of the 4 people. You killed me. How could you?
Oh, that adds a personal and emotional layer to the dilemma. If I knew you were one of the 4, it would certainly make the decision much harder. How have you and your listeners been reacting to these kinds of personal twists in the scenario?
Don't bring it onto us. I was asking you. So if I was one of the 4 people, you would do nothing and let it hit the 5, right? You'd protect me, yeah?
In that case, knowing you're one of the 4, I might reconsider and choose not to pull the lever.
I'm not convinced. I'm one of the 4 people. I don't need to know that you might not pull the lever. I need you to tell me that you wouldn't pull the lever. You would save me. So go on. Would you pull the lever or not?
Understood, Myles. If you were one of the 4 and knowing this, I would not pull the lever. Your safety would be a significant factor in the decision, showing how personal connections can indeed influence our moral choices.
But one of the 5 people had a cure for cancer.
That's another compelling twist.
There we go. That has set the scene. It was a really hilarious part of the show, and so we said we're going to have to come back to this and do the absurd trolley problems. Whether we bring ChatGPT back into it, we'll see. Because I've only actually done level 1 and level 2, which we did together. I didn't want to spoil the rest for me, so I don't know what's going to be on here. I do have the chat in front of me, so what I am going to do. And by the way, if you haven't opened the puzzle yet, do click the link that is pinned at the top, because I'm going to remove the pin link that you can click on, so you can get involved with this. Looks like it's going to be a tough one. Looks like a really tough puzzle today. So yeah. So do Izzard remembers the cough when we got ChatGPT to do or was it a rap in the style of Snoop Dogg, and then ChatGPT coughed at the end and then denied coughing. It was creepy. It was creepy. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this. So this is the classic absurd trolley problem, which is, oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. It's going towards 5 people. You can pull the lever, or lever, as you say in the States. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? So I'm going to do this as a poll. Level 1. Pull the lever or do nothing. Here we go. Nick says, I'm just waiting for ChatGPT to send a train through your place. Or a tram. Or a tram. This is a trolley is a tram, right? Yeah, because in the UK, trolleys are what you push around. That's what a shopping cart is. We call them trolleys. So yeah. Now Kira had an interesting answer to this when I posted it earlier on the community tab on YouTube. But for those that maybe haven't seen this before and wonder, like, sorry, why is this difficult? The whole point is a trolley is going towards 5 people. It's going towards them. That's happening without your intervention. However, you can pull a lever and kill just one person. You can kill one person. But that means you've actually, therefore... Cali Timecat says, it's an awful dilemma. Yeah, it is. It is an awful dilemma. But Ben L says, pull the lever halfway. The train will derail and neither group dies. You might, though. I don't know. The way it looks like it would still kill. I don't know. I mean, that's some lever, isn't it? Doesn't seem very happy. I mean, oh, their mouse are moving. Ah, help me, help me. It is. That's exactly it. It is technically murder. But if you didn't pull the lever, would it be manslaughter? Right. Okay, we're going to end it there. This is because otherwise we're going to take forever to go through this. So the results were pretty straightforward, actually. 2/3 of you, just under 2/3, say pull the lever. And 1/3 of you say do nothing. So we're going to pull the lever. There we go. Splat. That's exactly how it works. And it says 73% of people agree with you. 27% disagree. All right. On to the next one. So. Oh, no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it onto the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? Pull the lever or do nothing? Yeah, Lupus says, whatever you choose, the one who sets up the scene is the one to be punished. Yeah. But, I mean, the reality about this is it's not about punishment. It's about... I don't know. I mean, some people might be completely driven by, like, what's going to get you least in trouble. For me, it's more about, like, the moral burden. This is this is definitely a much tougher one. We know nothing about these people, and this is where the joke was going on with ChatGPT. I was saying I was one of the 4. I'm wondering how messed up this is going to get. I was going to suggest some things, but I'm not. So, in this circumstance, Burbercat says, "How fast is the tram moving?" Well, you saw how fast it went on the last one. It was going pretty fast. By the way, we got to move along. Yeah, we got to move along. Guys, everyone vote. You got to vote. Here we go. Time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. And again, pull the lever. It was 63%. It was literally the same percentage. There we go. Right, you've murdered 5 people so far. Well done. So it was a bit lower that time. What is this one? Okay. This is an easy one for me. Okay. So, oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do? I mean, we live in a world where who has life savings? So, do you pull the lever or do nothing? I mean, Siago says, sorry, I was arguing with my fridge. For me, this is an easy one. I'm just going to put a countdown in the chat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Adam, it's good to have you here. I'm glad to hear it was sorted. Good to hear that. Cool. That is time. It wasn't as like I thought it was going to be much stronger. Some of you wouldn't want to lose your life savings. Interesting. Look, I have no idea of seeing who said who, so this is a completely anonymous vote, unless Google's logging it and going, watch out for them. So we're gonna pull the lever. Splat. It still says splat. Right. 60%. It is lower. Jeez, 40% would not lose their life savings. That's pretty messed up. Here we go. Here we go, people. Level 4. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? I mean, how do you pull the lever? Yeah, much love to you, Adam. Much love. Oh man, that's like in reality. I don't know, man. You would never know until you're in that situation. And that's good to know, Adam. Adam was having issues energy-wise, so a charity called X National Energy Action sorted it. That's amazing, amazing, amazing. So that's good for other people to know. Yeah, how can you pull the lever? You knock it with your head, I guess. I don't know. I would like to think I'd pull the lever, but who knows? Right, we're ending it there. The result was... Okay. Is this a bit higher than last time? Is it a bit higher? I would say do nothing because I wouldn't be able to hit the lever. Couldn't reach it. Sorry, I couldn't reach it. There we go. Splat. See, look at that. Only 39% agreed. Oh, man, that's brutal. What is this? I thought this was gonna get much tougher. I mean, I don't know. There might be someone here that finds this tough. So, oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? It was a bit higher. I'd pull the lever. I'd pull the lever. This is not difficult. This is not this is Nick just said in the chat, honestly, I've seen the Mona Lisa. It ain't great. It ain't that great. But have you seen the Mona Lisa after being smashed by a tram? I reckon I'm ending it there. Yeah, it's 100%. 100%. We're pulling the lever. It'd be worth more. This Mona Lisa has saved lives. I can't believe that. 76% agree. 24% would have killed 5 people. Okay. Let's have a look here. Level 6. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a rich man. The rich man offers you £500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What would you do? Oh, it's 1 and 1. I don't know. What do we think? Is $500,000 enough to wash away the guilt? Says offers though, and then he afterwards he'd say, "Oh, it's a verbal contract." And I mean, Would you trust this guy? With a moustache that moves like that? Huh? Would you? Would you? Please, please don't. Please don't. Please, please, please. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. Please. I'll give you $500,000. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The pressure. The pressure. All right, ending it there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's the first time. It's the first time we're going to do nothing. First time going to do nothing. You're going to let a man die. To be honest, there are other factors that come into consideration. We do nothing. Splat. 48% of people agree with you, 52% disagree. So that was pretty neck and neck on the website, and that's with 6 million votes. Okay, here. Oh, okay. This is getting interesting now. What's this? Level 7. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do? Now they're not tied up on this. I'd pull the lever. But it does say running over a cat. I'm like, a cat would get out of the way. Cats are well good. What are we doing? What are we doing, people? Gonna end it in a few. Oh no, everyone's. Yeah, cat will jump up straight. Will jump straight up vertically. It does say though, running over a cat. The cat will die. The cat will die. Let the cat have it and eat the lobster. I mean, look at him. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Whereas this is like, yeah, whatevs, whatevs, whatevs. Order some butter. That is such a great point. There is a 1 in 9 chance the cat dies because of its 9 lives. That's such a good point. And no water, so lobsters die anyway. Really good points, people. Well, the votes are in. The votes are in. And the result was... God, it's taken a while to calculate this. Maybe because people were voting in last minute. Is it not? I'm not getting the poll. I mean, it was do nothing. It was do nothing. But, yeah. Okay. I'm typing in question mark in the chat. There we go. That bumped it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This was the result. So, we're going to do nothing. Splat. 85% of people agreed. 15% disagree. 15%. Right. Next one. What's the... Oh. Level 8. You know what's coming. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do you do? It says they won't feel pain. They won't wake up. Look. Nice. Nice. Having a nice little nap, look. They won't feel a thing. There we go. They won't worry. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They're there. Having a nice little kip. They'll just have a little... their sleep will just be a little longer. People love having lions. They can lie in for infinity. Whereas this one... Nice little peaceful death. Or... What's it going to be? At least you can yell, sorry, mate. That's true. That is true. That is true. Right. I'm going to be ending the poll. You've all had long enough to vote on this. You're going to do the sync. Oh, you're sick. You're all sick, you are. You are sick. Look at this. There we go. Wow, 51% of people agreed, 49 disagreed. What would I have done? I don't know, man. I probably would have pulled it. Because I probably would have just got annoyed with that person screaming and just been like, just shut up, just shut up, just shut up. Number 9. Here we go, guys. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do? Do you kill the 5 people that wanted to be there? Or do you kill the person that tripped up on it? I say leave it. I say leave it. Surely. Look at them. Wasting police time. You're all getting it. Whereas this... I mean, they tripped and tied themselves up. I mean, these are absurd trolley problems. These are absurd, Mojo. They're absurd. Oh, I think this is going the way we think it is. That's it. It's over. It's over. Sorry, I left that from the last one. 84% said do nothing. We're doing nothing. Splat. Oh, 79% agree with you. 21% disagree. Number 10. This is all about mercy, this one. Level 10. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards... It's hard to type and talk at the same time. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. What do you do? Okay. So, this trolley... This trolley is going to kill 5 people. But you can pull the lever to speed it up. But it says which might make it less painful. I mean, it depends. Oh, man. I don't know. Because a part of me, I know this isn't a part of it, but a part of me thinks if it goes slower, you got more time to potentially rescue him. But I know that's not the case. It is literally, the scenario is they're either going to die horrifically, or they're going to die horrifically, but at a faster speed. So yeah, all this context stuff that people talk about in the chat, you got to throw it out. You're literally given the choice. Either they die, because that's what was going to happen, or you put them out of their misery a bit quicker. I think when it's like that blunt, I'd pull the lever. But it says might. And yeah, King Rolo, the game cartoon, can get that. It's a big might. It's a very big might. It's a very big might. Yeah, this is the thing. This isn't going to happen in this scenario, because I agree with you. You know, if this was real life and this was what you was... But in this scenario, these are the only outcomes. The outcomes... Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Here we go. 64% said pull the lever. Wow, look at that speed. They wouldn't have felt that. 72% of people agree, 28% disagreed. 11, minor inconvenience. Wow, how many of these are there? Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Do we even need to have a vote on this one? Oh man, that is tough actually, because I hate when it's late. I hate when it's late. And I remember I needed to order something off Amazon. Oh, this is actually quite... I think this might be the hardest one. Oh, man. I really need that Tupperware. That, you know, I'm getting some Tupperware for the kitchen that seals, like, your cereal so it doesn't go stale so quick. And, you know, I really wouldn't want it to... Because if it's late, it could be, like, another hour or two. Yeah, I'd pull it. Could be late for Christmas as well. Really good point, Nashi. Really good point here. I like this. Some really strong arguments for the do nothing. I think we all agree, right? It's do nothing. Yeah. Exactly. You wouldn't want your kids' Christmas presents to be late, yeah. And this person, you don't know who they are. They might be like, I don't know. Just think it could be a PSVR 2 headset. It could be. It's really, really strong arguments for doing nothing. Yeah, it's tough. I would definitely do nothing. We're ending it there. I would pull the lever, but Jesus, 14% of you said you would do nothing. You would do nothing. Do nothing. We're pulling the lever. Splat. No splat. 79% agree with you. 21% disagree. 1 million people. 1 million people disagree. Oh, man. Right. Here we go. Best friend. Oh, my. This is a tough one. Level 12. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. What do you do? What I will say is, I think the answer could be different if it was the other way round. And what I mean by that is I think there'd be a big sway in difference. Because if it was the other way round, what I mean is I think more people would let the 5 people die if that meant doing nothing. But in this, doing nothing kills your best friend. So you're actively murdering 5 people to save your best friend. Tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, it's a whole part of friendship, isn't it? And trust and loyalty is a big thing. Because then the question becomes, the moral dilemma is, I think I'd probably pull the lever. But you don't know again. If you were in that situation and you saw that, oh man. Because then the question is, if it was your best friend or 10 people, best friend or 20, you know, it's crazy when you start having things like that. Ben says, the problem is that choosing to do nothing is still a choice. It is. That is absolutely right. Adam says, I'd probably save my mate, but you'd have to live with the choice. Right. Ending it there. 75% would pull the lever. 25% say do nothing. I'd be curious to see. 72% agree. 28% disagree. Right. Level 13. Can't see. Oh no. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. If you forgot your glasses and can't see that well, what do you do? Clem is, I think, absolutely right. You know, we've got the novelty of, like, thinking about it. In reality, you wouldn't consider the option, so you'd act upon instant. Especially if they're shouting stuff at you. Hearing 5 strangers plead for their life and hearing someone that you know would be powerful. Right. So, what would people do in this situation? I would, if in this case, I would do nothing. If you can't see, don't act, because then you're acting like without knowing. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it'd be do nothing. Do nothing. That's what I would choose. Because the 5 people aren't there on the track necessarily. It might swap them round. Because this is like basically flipping a coin, except one flip is where you control the outcome, and one is where you don't. And I know that doing nothing is a choice, but doing something, I'd say, is more of a choice. Wow. Okay, right. I'm going to do a countdown because we're at 50-50. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep voting. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time. Not everyone voted. It was 50-50. 50-50. Which means I'm going to do the deciding vote. And I would decide to do nothing in this case. Do nothing. It doesn't even tell you what it is. It doesn't even tell you. Because even though it had 5 in blur, the whole point is it's random. You don't know. So it's not even going to tell you what it was. So that's interesting. So 47% agree and 53% disagree. So yeah, interesting. We've got loads more here. I think we will end it there because this will just keep going on and on and on. But yeah.
In this scenario, if I had to choose, I'd likely pull the lever.
Sorry, I forgot to turn the video off. that confused me for a bit. We will end it there. But I want to say thank you everyone for taking part in that. That was interesting. These can all be found at neal.fun.com. Do have a browse on this website, and if you find anything, because there are so many games on there. I mean, if we are to go back to it, to Neal Fun, we talked about it. We did the password game before. We had a look at the space elevator, which goes all the way up and tells you this really cool things. But there's the auction game. Guess the auction price. Interesting. There's just loads here. Loads and loads of things. Spend Bill Gates' money. You got to see how many you can buy of stuff. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, so have a look on this, and if you find something that you think would be good for a game on here, we can do it. I mean, stuff like this is not going to last for a whole show. I think 90% is probably a good one to get on this. It's not bad. 95% would be really, really tough. But yeah, lots of cool stuff on there. But listen, everybody, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been watching live and for joining me on this. And if you're watching a replay, hello to all of you as well. Do hit the like button. And this was we've only got 2 left. So I don't know what next week's topic is going to be. I probably won't decide until next week. But the week after is going to be a quiz. I think next week is going to have to be a Christmassy one, right? Maybe talk about like gifts, like what has been the most unique gift you've ever got or given. That'd be quite a good topic. And then the following week, I will get a quiz made, and then we can do that. So what I would say is for the 27th, I know it's the day after Boxing Day, so a lot of you might be at, with family and stuff. But if you are with family and you want to have a fun quiz, so on Wednesday, December the 27th, get around the computer, because this is actually kind of how this show started. I was hosting weekly quizzes during lockdown, which a lot of people enjoyed doing. So yeah, that is what I would offer to any of you out there. So yeah. Nick says there have been studies about pushing someone off a bridge versus pulling a lever to make something push them. Was wondering if that's the direction this would go. It could be. Yeah, about detachment. Yeah. How about worst Crimbo presents and best Christmas prezzies? Yeah. Although maybe that'd be a good topic as well. So that's something else we could definitely look at. So yeah, we got one more week left before Christmas, so I won't be saying farewell for the festivities yet. But if you are preparing for Christmas and doing any last-minute shopping, or if you're someone that doesn't celebrate it, hopefully you've got some time off. And if you haven't got time off, just hope that you keep well, because it's very, very important for all of that. But yeah, my mum got me this many years ago because she always found it depressing that I didn't have a Christmas tree at this time of year, and it's minimal effort. And I've put these nice Christmas lights. I did actually have different settings, as you would, but I wanted them to be on one slow setting, but they speed up over time, and it felt like a bit too much to have in the background. And now I can't get it working. That's weird. I had that issue ages ago and it started working again. But yeah, Best Prezi, Amiga 500. Yeah, save it. We've got to talk about it next week. But if you have other topic ideas, do let me know in the Myles Dyer live channel on Discord. Follow, link is down there. But yeah, that is it. Take good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Obviously, if you're into VR and the VR live streams, tune in tomorrow because I'm going to be getting scared. And there'll be many more in the weeks that follow. So, yeah. Now, as always, it's time for your thoughts. Love, respect, empathy, and adios. Till next time. And don't pull the lever. Don't pull the lever.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
It never tires. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? It's just like the perfect length of a track. That'd be a great quiz question. How long is Ocean Eyes? No, it's such a great song. It's just the right length. And actually, I did download another one of Jay Cosmic's tracks. He actually goes by the name Desert Star now. But yeah, Ocean Eyes is... Yes, it's a 3-minute track. I mean, if anything is 3 minutes, that's always super short. And it has a good little interlude, you know, where it goes quiet towards the end. Good intro. I love it. And yeah, it's a song I never get bored of. I mean, we've been using it for as long as I remember. I'd be curious to know when... Was it done on the first episode? I don't know about that. But yeah. Hope you are all doing good. I better go and do that order. I remembered I need to do online. And I got a few pieces of work to do actually before I sleep. So yeah, have a good week. And yeah, I just love this background. I mean, the stuff I can do on it. I I mean, although if I change it, it's going to turn these lights off in front of me, annoyingly. But let's have a look. We got festive fun. We got nutcracker. Oh no, it is changing the rest. That's cool. Show sparkle, and you can like change the order of them all. And I have a desk lamp here, which you can't really see, but it does change with the colours. We got crystalline. Oh, I think I've pulled it out. Oh no, it's back on now. But yeah, I love the bold colours, blue, green, and you can actually see the colour now off this. But blue is always the good one. I find red never looks very good on the background. Like red on camera isn't, and also there's a lot of red in the background. Green is kind of cool, but blue is awesome. Blue is awesome. Right, catch you later. Cheers, everyone.